Hello there, Starscream back for a Transformer review. And yeah, it's been a long time since I've done one, being busy doing other things, but I haven't forgotten what my first and foremost obligation is to you guys. And here's a quick look at Revenge of the Fallen Starscream. Now, I saw this yesterday, and there were some other toys I think about the Revenge of the Fallen I wanted more, but it's Starscream, isn't it? So I've got to have it. And in first impressions, when you look at the toy, now, let me just stop myself here for 1 second. I'm not going to talk about the character. Movie Starscream, from what I can tell, has no character, okay? The character is non-existent. He rambles and spurts out stuff that you'd expect him to say. He's a walking cliche, unfortunately. Just my opinion, by the way. I know a lot of you like the film, and it's not bad. You know my opinions of the film, so I'm not going to go down that route. But needless to say, there is no character development, so I can't talk about it, because there isn't one. So I'm going to concentrate on the toy. Back to the toy. Saw it, and I had to get it. I'd like to get Sideswipe next, but that's by the by. Right, now, the original movie Starscream, in my opinion, has changed. I talked about this guy a while ago. This is the intergalactic space Starscream. I couldn't be bothered to get the other one down. He's up there somewhere. And to be honest with you, my opinion's changed on it. I was looking at the toy and thinking about it, and to be honest with you, it's not a bad toy. It's got a nice bit of weight. It's quite poseable. My biggest gripe, and that with everybody else, is he has no hands, does he? But I've seen a lot of kit bashes where people have, you know, made some for him, and it looks kind of good. So you can see, comparatively speaking, size-wise, not a great deal of difference, is there? He looks a little bit shorter. He looks like his little brother, doesn't he? He looks like he's 12 and this one's 14. But, there's a big but with this toy, I'm afraid. Jet mode looks the same. We transform it, and it's all going horribly wrong. The best thing about the toy, I will say, is the transformation. And if you haven't got it, I advise you to get it for that alone. The transformation on it, I think, is brilliant. It's one of the best transformations of a Transformer I've seen in ages, and I really like it. But I don't, on the other hand, like the robot mode. I've got a few problems with this. Let's start at the top, shall we? His head, it looks like a bell, doesn't it? It looks like the shape of a bell. I thought the other head moulding was atrocious until I saw this. It's horrible. It's absolutely abysmal. I don't like it. Alright? Problem number one. Right, problem number two. His arms, they do not sit anywhere. They just pivot like this, or this bit pivots round here and it goes round like that. So you wonder, is that the right way round? And it pivots back round like this and it won't stay still. He just keeps moving his arm. Granted, it's poseable, but it doesn't seem to fit anywhere. I don't know. Maybe I've transformed it wrong. And if I have, that's my fault, and you can set me straight. But it just doesn't seem to go anywhere. It's got this groove here, which I thought was meant to clip in maybe to the top of the wing. No, it goes nowhere. It doesn't fit anything. So, another problem. Second is his hands. At least he's got them, okay, so I'm not criticising him there, but you put his arm like this, you know, down his side, so you'd expect his arm to bend here, wouldn't you? So he can go up like that to shoot like that. He can't. It doesn't move that way. All he can do is this. He can move his arm like that or like that. What is it unless he's going to do that, you know, the Bangles song, Walk Like an Egyptian? He can't do anything. So that's it, look. Looks like he's going like that all the time. I suppose it's good if he wants to use a PC, isn't it? His hands are perfect for that. Or maybe play the piano? Yeah, he can play the piano, look. What a stupid design. And the legs. The legs are stupid. Look how small they are. He's got this tiny little joint here, which I know is not going to last very long. He's got these weeny little feet here, and his legs look daft. Oh, dear me. Why do they do that? And these bits here, they pull out. And if you pull them too hard, they just fall off, look. So why do they come out at all? I know it's supposed to give him the movie look, but in all opinion, it just makes him feel cheap. One touch here, which I kind of liked, is when you turn the head, I don't know if you'll see this, the mechanisms here turn, see? If the camera's not picking up, I apologise. If you get a little bit closer, you see the cogs turn? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Why? Oh dear. And look at his funny body. Look, he looks like he's been on a massive diet. Now look. I know you're sitting there thinking, what's he bitching about? It's not that bad. Look, believe me, when you get it, you'll see exactly what I'm on about. It's not a great toy. I mean, comparatively speaking to him, he's got a bit of weight, he's got a bit of size, he's got some presence. He's a bit more like Starscream. This guy could be anybody, to be honest with you. He's just a jet. with the name Starscream. And I'm not too sure I like the paint job on him either. They've given him... I suppose it's to separate it, so I can criticise all day on that, so I won't. I'll stop. I just don't like it. The plastic feels cheap and the colour is horrible. It's just... I don't know what it is. Off grey? Grey off? I don't really know. It's just a horrible colour. It's cheap. Didn't look like they bothered spraying it at all. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. Look, I want to like the toys, and I really want to like the new film. I don't know anything about the film other than that, unfortunately, I've seen. I'm trying to wait till the film's out, and I'll go and see it, and then I'll have a, you know, proper opinion of it. So any speculation and hearsay, I'm not going to comment on anything I've heard or haven't heard. I'm just going to wait and see how it transpires. Got this feeling I'm going to be disappointed like I am with this Starscream. But would I recommend picking this toy up for those of you who don't have it? Well, if you're a Starscream collector, like me, you're going to get it, aren't you? So it don't really matter what I say, but just be warned, he's got a few issues. This is a really big issue. Look, he can do this, and then he can do that. Now, does that look really dodgy? I don't know what they're thinking when they create these toys. I give up, to be honest with you. I give up with all the toy lines at the moment. I hope to find something as good as animated Starscream soon. But in the meantime, I suppose you guys, you're going to have to get that, aren't you? But there you go. You're warned. Alright, that's just me. That's Starscream. A quick look at the new movie, Revenge of the Fallen Starscream. Ah, he's fallen. So, take care, you guys, and see you lot out there.